every picture, but somehow I was never in the frame. You asked me to stand beside the window, said the light looked better there. When you posted it that evening, only a glass and empty chair. I asked why you cropped me out, you smiled and touched my hand. Said you know I'm private, I wanted to understand. Cropped out, still standing beside you. The mirror caught my shoulder, your body across the sheets. You deleted it before morning, said it showed too much of me. But her old photograph stayed hidden inside folders with her name. You erased me for protection, kept her for the pain. Cropped out close enough to touch, never close enough to keep. 6 months at the same restaurant, you raised your glass to us. I asked the waiter for a picture, you said no need to make a fuss. Later I found an older image, same table, same red wine. Her hand across your fingers, your smile, nothing like mine. You cropped me out of every life you showed, kept me in the bedroom, but nowhere anyone could know. You cropped me out while she stayed in every frame. I gave you all my body, you never gave me your name. You cropped me out, you cropped me out, like I was something you could hide, close enough to ease your loneliness, too temporary for your life. The last photograph was accidental, a reflection in your car. You beside her, head against your shoulder, taken from across the bar. You said she needed closure. I looked at how you smiled. Closure does not hold someone that gently. Closure does not stay a while. I opened every folder, searched for proof that I had been real. No birthday, no doorway, no moment you allowed the world to see. Only hidden pictures, only pieces without faces. I was everywhere inside your life, except in all the visible places. You cropped me out of every life you showed, kept me in the bedroom, but nowhere anyone could know. You cropped me out while she stayed in every frame. I gave you all my body, you never gave me your name. You cropped me out. I finally understand. I was never in the picture, I was only behind the camera. I delete every photograph, not because I want to forget, because I'm tired of searching for a woman you never let exist. I take one final picture, my face, my room, my light, no one beside me. Nothing hidden, nothing cropped from sight. the whole frame. You looked at me longer when I looked like her. You said you liked it darker, so I changed the color overnight. Cut it where hers used to fall. Watched your eyes, recognized the shape. You touched one strand behind my ear. Said it suits you, but your voice was somewhere in the past. I changed one thing, you saw her thing. Across the room like memory, I learned to walk, you said. I've seen that before, then tried to take it back. I smiled because jealousy feels quieter when it wins. Dressed like her, touched like me, love like someone you still need. I bought the perfume you kept mentioning, something warm, something sweet. The first night I wore it, you held me closer, closed your eyes against my neck. I knew who you were breathing in. I stayed still because being mistaken for her was still better than being unseen. Everything away, no makeup, no perfume, my own hair against my skin. You looked at me like a stranger, asked if something was wrong. I said no, but for the first time you had to see me without her between us. I dressed like her, so you would look at me, changed every part. You never learned to see. I find a woman you never tried to know. I dressed like her, so you would look at me. But love beneath the costume was never meant for me. I wore her color, I wore her pain. You kept comparing us until I lost my name. I dressed like her, and now I choose myself instead. You can keep the woman in your memory. I will stop becoming her. It means nothing now. Then took the book from my hands too quickly, like paper could still expose you. Her initials, your unfinished sentence. Steam covered the bathroom glass, then two faint letters came through, drawn there so many times the mirror still remembered her. I traced them with one finger. You watched from the doorway. I asked, did she live here? You said not really. Another answer built to keep all true. Her initials under everything, my name nowhere permanent. One silver keychain at the bottom of your drawer. Her letters weren't smooth from years inside your hand. You said you forgot it was there, but forgetting does not polish metal. I placed it on the table. You looked at it like someone had returned. Her initials in the places I touch, on the books, on the glass, on the things you still clutch. Her initials like a shadow in the room. I moved into your present, but she never moved out of you. Her initials everywhere I try to be. You say you were over her, then compare every part of me. I wrote my name on the grocery list, on the box beside the door, on a note inside your jacket, small proofs that I was here. You removed the list, threw out the box, washed the jacket, left her letters where they were. That was when I understood you were not protecting objects. You were protecting the version of yourself that still belonged to her. Maybe she left first, maybe you never did. Maybe I was only the room between her goodbye and her return. I kept asking where I fit. The answer was in every letter I did not. Her initials in the places I touch, on the books, on the glass, on the things you still clutch. Her initials like a shadow in the room. I moved into your present, but she never moved out of you. Her initials no longer frighten me. They only prove you loved a memory more than you could ever love me. I packed before sunrise, left the key beside the book. Under her initials I wrote one line: you can keep the past and sign my full name. For once you will remember mine. You gave me her necklace, then called it something new. A silver chain against my skin. You fastened it without looking. Said it suits you better, but your hands already knew the clasp. I found her initials near the lock, small enough to miss, large enough to explain why you close your eyes when you kiss me. Secondhand love still warm from someone else. sweater, said you never wore it. It smelled like cedar and old perfume. A photograph fell from the pocket, a face against your shoulder. The day, 2 winters before me, you took the picture, left me wearing the evidence. Secondhand love, nothing here was made for me. The first time you called me angel, your voice sounded practiced. Later I heard an old voicemail, her laughing, you saying the same word the same way. I stopped answering to it. You never noticed, you only said it louder. Secondhand love, passed from her to me. Every touch already used, every promise with a history. Secondhand love, I wore it like it fit. You gave me everything, she left and called it intimacy. Secondhand love, no receipt, no guarantee. I thought you were choosing me, you were only using memory. You said, I have never felt this way. Then paused before. I knew the sentence had belonged to someone else. You said this time is different, but even your hope was borrowed. I asked what part of us was truly mine. You looked around the room as if searching for an object you had not inherited. I placed the necklace on the table, fold the sweater on the chair. Delete the nickname from my phone, leave every promise where it was. You asked, why are you doing this? I say because I want a love that recognizes me. Not her shape, not her absence, me. Secondhand love, passed from her to me. Every touch already used, every promise with a history. Secondhand love, I finally admit nothing you gave was ever mine, not even the way it fits. Secondhand love, keep what she left behind. I would rather leave with nothing than disappear inside her You only call at 2:17 when she does not answer. January snow against the window, your name across my screen. You said you were on my mind, but I heard the drink inside your voice. You asked if you could come over, I asked did she leave again. You went quiet, that was all I needed to know. Still, I unlocked the door. I'm your 217 girl after she says no. 217 girl after she says no. April, rain inside the street fast enough. You arrive with her perfume on your coat, her arguments still in your eyes. You held me like a place to hide, then left before the sky turned white. I'm your 217 girl after she says no. Choose only who you need between. August, my phone lights up, saying I were a different city. I had moved, changed the curtains, changed the lock, started sleeping through the night. Your name appeared and every month between us disappeared. I let it ring until it stopped, then ring again and again. You always knew persistence felt like love to me. I was your 217 girl, I do not have to be. You said she left for good, you said I know I hurt you. You were the one who understood me. Every sentence arrived too late and sounded exactly like the ones I once needed. You call at 217 when the room gets too quiet, when she will not let you in. You remember where I hide. You call at 217, say the words you never mean. I was never who you choose, only who you needed between. You call at 217, but tonight it really rained. You can sit inside your silence, I will not become her absence again. At 2:20, the screen goes dark. No missed call becomes a doorway. No apology becomes a key. I place the phone inside the drawer, turn off the hallway light for the first time. Morning arrives without you leaving. I was your 217 girl, now 217 your time. You cleared one drawer, not because you wanted me, because she left it empty. You said you were finished, said her name didn't hurt anymore, but every photograph was turned face down, never thrown away. You gave me her side of the bed, her cup, her favorite chair. I thought you were making room for me. You were only keeping her place warm. I was the placeholder until she changed her mind. took me to the places you once took her. Ordered what she used to drink when I changed my hair. You said she wore it like that once, and kissed me before I could ask whether you saw me or only recognized something familiar. I learned her birthday, her perfume, the reason you still checked your phone. I knew more about losing her than you knew about loving me. I was the placeholder, the body in the room, the temporary answer while you waited for the truth. I was the placeholder, close enough to stop the pain. You held me like you wanted me, then whispered someone else's name. Came at 2:10, you read it 3 times, your whole face changed. I watched the past enter the room without opening the door. You said, she needs to talk. I said, so do I. You put on your coat, that was your answer. Before leaving you touched my cheek, gentle, careful, like moving something borrowed out of the way. I was the placeholder, and she came back for her place. By morning half the closet was empty, not your clothes, mine. You packed them into 2 small bags, placed my key on top, no argument, no confession, only I never meant to hurt you. The sentence people use when they always knew exactly what they were doing. I was the placeholder, the body in the room, the temporary answer while you waited for the truth. I was the placeholder, you loved me in between. She was always who you wanted. I was only who was there. I was the placeholder, until she changed her mind. You never really chose me, you only needed time. 3 months later, you call after midnight and say she left again. I look at the empty drawer, at the key I never returned. Your voice says, come over. My hand reaches for my coat. You never called it competition, still I always came in second. You liked my hair until you saw hers, liked my dress until she entered. Your eyes moved before your body did. I noticed you didn't, or pretended not to. You said she looks different, but your voice still knew every detail. 10 me almost. You held my waist the way you held hers. Same pressure, same pose, same hand behind the neck. I thought it meant I was special, then found an old photograph, your fingers in the same place. Her eyes closed like mine, replacement. You said you cared about me, never said you love me. You saved that word for arguments, for nights you called too late, for moments you forgot I was listening. I asked, would you choose me? You kissed me, another answer made of silence. Runner up, close enough to stay, never enough to make her go Best smile her, best years her, most likely to make you leave her, most likely to take you back, her, most likely to wait anyway. Me, I was the runner-up, the almost and the after, the woman in your bedroom while you waited for her answer. I was the runner-up, second place inside your heart. You held me like the winner, but loved me like a substitute. I was the runner-up, close enough to ease the pain. You never chose me, you only chose not to be alone again. She called it 3:06, you stood up before she finished. Found your keys, avoided my eyes, said she needs me. I said so did I. You answered, I know that was the cruelest part. You knew and still the score remained. I was the runner-up, the almost and the after, the woman you kept near you while you waited for her answer. I was the runner-up, but I finally understand. Second place is still a loss when love was never in your hands. I was the runner-up, now I leave before the end. Let her win the same old heartbreak I refuse to lose again. You looked at me longer when I looked like her. You said you liked it darker, so I changed the color over in bed, cut it where hers used to fall. Watched your eyes, recognized the shape you touched. One strand behind my ear said, this suits you, but your voice was somewhere in the past. I changed one thing, you saw her again. Dress in an old photograph, same neckline, same open back. You watched me cross the room like memory had learned to walk. You said I've seen that before, then tried to take it back. I smile because jealousy feels quieter when it wins. Dressed like her, touched like me, love like someone you still need. I bought the perfume you kept mentioning, something warm, something sweet. The first night I wore it, you held me closer, closed your eyes against my neck. I knew you were breathing in. I stayed still because being mistaken for her was still better than being unseen. Ooh. stranger asked if something was wrong. I said no, but for the first time you had to see me without her between us. I dressed like her so you would look at me, changed every part you never learned to see. I wore a color, I wore a shape, I let your memory borrow my face. I dressed like her, but it was never enough. You touched my body, still called it her love. I became everything you missed and disappeared inside of it. I stand before the mirror, remove the earrings, undo the dress, watch the color from my mouth. Piece by piece, my heels by body, another leaf from photo woman. Unite inside the mall. I trust it, you're look at me. Oh, I'm too pressed, timbers may feel like from my life. Table for two, but you bugged me after she said no. You called at 8:15, asked if I had plans. I said not anymore. You never called it competition still. I always came in second. You liked my hair until you saw hers, liked my dress until she entered. Your eyes moved before your body did. I noticed you didn't, or pretended not to. You said she looks different, but your voice still knew every detail. Then me, oh no. You held my waist the way you held hers. Same pressure, same pause, same hand behind the neck. I thought it meant I was special, then found an old photograph, your fingers in the same place. Her eyes closed like mine. I love that choreography. I was only learning her part. Memory replacement. You said you cared about me, never said you loved me. Save that word for arguments, for nights she called too late, for moments you forgot I was listening. I asked, would you choose me? You kissed me. Her smile, her I found a black dress in an old photograph. Same neckline, same open back. You watched me cross the room like memory had learned to walk. You said I've seen that before, then try to take it back. I smile because jealousy feels quieter when it wins. I was the runner-up, the almost and the after, the woman you kept near you while you waited for her answer. I was the runner-up, but I finally understand. Second place is still a loss when love was never in your hands. I was the runner-up, now I leave before the end. Let her win the same old heartbreak. I refuse to lose again. You looked at me longer when I looked like her. You said you liked it darker, so I changed the color overnight. Cutted it where hers used to fall. Watch your eyes recognize the shape. You touch one strand behind my ear. Said this suits you, but your voice was somewhere in the past. I changed one thing, you saw her again. Gave me and wonder why it sounded rehearsed. You taught me how she took her coffee, which songs made her cry. Where she stood beside the window, how she left without goodbye. You never said I should become her. You only smiled when I did every time. I matched the memory, you pulled me closer in. I was the understudy, waiting in the dark. I was listening. I asked, would you choose me? You kissed me. Best smile, her best years, her most likely to make you leave, her most likely to take you back, her most likely to wait anyway. Me, I was the runner-up, the almost and the after, the woman in your bedroom while you waited for her answer. I was the runner-up, second place inside your heart. You held me like the winner, but loved me like a substitute. I was the runner-up, close enough to ease the pain. You never chose me, you only chose not to be alone again. She called it 306. You stood up before she finished. Found your keys, avoided my eyes. Said she needs me. I said so did I. You answered I know. That was the cruelest part. You knew, and still your score remained. I was the runner-up, the almost and the after, the woman you kept near you while you waited for her answer. The runner-up, the almost and the after, the woman in your bedroom while you waited for her answer. I was the runner-up, second place inside your heart. You held me like the winner, but loved me like a substitute. I was the runner-up, close enough to ease the pain. You never chose me. You only chose not to be alone again. She called at 306. You stood up before she finished. Found your keys, avoided my eyes. Said she needs me. I said so did I. You answered I know. That was the cruelest part. And still the score remained. I was the runner-up, the almost and the after, the woman you kept near you while you waited for her answer. eyes across your chair, my key beside your own. Then the camera alert lit your phone. You looked once and every promise left the room before she even entered. When she came back, you stopped seeing me. She stood in the hallway, rain along her coat. No suitcase, no apology, only the confidence of someone who still knew the code. You said her name so softly, like it had been sleeping under your tongue. She looked at me, then at my shoes beside the stairs, and understood exactly who I was. When she came back, I became the secret in the room. You asked me to give you both a minute, as if 1 minute could divide a year of me. From one look at her, I waited inside the bedroom, heard her laugh, heard you say I missed you too. Not loudly, not clearly, but enough. I packed my dress before you returned. When she came back, you forgot the way you held me, forgot the nights you called me home, forgot whoever chose me. When she came back, I watched the truth appear. I was only who you loved, while the woman you wanted was not here. When she came back, you did not ask me to stay. You only said this is complicated, as I carried my life away. Near the doorway, she moved aside without a word. No victory inside her face, only recognition. Maybe she had once stood where I was standing. Maybe someone else had packed the same small bag while you waited between two women, calling indecision love. When she came back, I finally saw you outside. The rain had stopped. I waited for you to follow 1 minute, then 5. The apartment light stayed warm above me. A shadow crossed the curtain, then another. I stopped waiting, not because it did not hurt, because the answer was already upstairs. We're upstairs. When she came back, you forgot the way you held me, forgot the nights you called me home, forgot you ever chose me. When she came back, I lost what was never mine. You did not leave me for another woman. You returned to your first choice. When she came back, I finally walked away, no longer waiting to be loved between her absence and her name. 3 weeks later, you call at midnight, say she left again. I listen, then place the phone face down. You asked,